The Philadelphia Eagles' impressive 10-game winning streak came to an emotional end this Sunday. The 36-33 loss to the Washington Commanders not only marked the Eagles' third setback of the season, but also raised concerns about discipline and execution on the field. With quarterback Jalen Hurts exiting early in the game due to a concussion, backup Kenny Pickett nearly led the team to victory. However, his efforts weren't enough to stop a last-minute comeback by the Commanders. But before we dive deeper, if you love staying updated on everything Eagles, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It's one of the rare times that the Philadelphia Eagles and their fans don't seem to be panicking after a loss. Sunday's last-second defeat to the Washington Commanders certainly dampened the mood of a team riding a 10-game win streak, but no one's hitting the panic button for a 12-3 squad. Especially when the loss included the absence of a top 10 starting quarterback due to a first-quarter concussion, the ejection of a vocal defensive leader for taunting, and several uncharacteristic mistakes by some of their brightest stars. Still, the lack of discipline is something the Eagles don't want to see this late in the season. "Just sloppy," said head coach Nick Sirianni, voicing significant concern. "Sloppy with penalties. Sloppy with too many men on the field. Sloppy with our fundamentals. When you play against a good football team like we did today and you're sloppy, regardless of how many turnovers you force, it's going to be hard to win. What I told these guys is when things are sloppy in every area, it always falls back on me as the head coach." While Sunday may have been an unusually undisciplined day, the Eagles were also victims of some questionable NFL officiating decisions. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was ejected during the game, not for a cheap shot or dirty play. No, he was tossed after 2 taunting penalties. On one play in particular, Gardner-Johnson appeared to be talking to Dyami Brown. The receiver hit CJGJ in the face and knocked off his helmet. Yet, only Gardner-Johnson was flagged, a surprise to the rest of the team. "He didn't say anything," said Reed Blankenship. "I was right there. When you're in a heated moment, things happen. At the end of the day, I had my guys back. Next man up." Referees aside, the Eagles need to be smarter about how they handle games with officials who clearly have personal biases against certain players. There won't be much panic within the NovaCare complex heading into the matchup against the Dallas Cowboys, but there's plenty that needs to be fixed. The Eagles showed resilience. Pickett orchestrated 2 late field goals, and the defense forced 5 turnovers. But costly penalties and mismanagement ruined their chances. After the game, Coach Sirianni didn't shy away from responsibility. In his post-game press conference, Sirianni admitted, "Sloppy with penalties, sloppy with too many men on the field, sloppy with our fundamentals. When you play against a good football team like we did today and you're sloppy, it's going to be hard to win." Sirianni made it clear that the blame falls on him, telling reporters, "It will always be on me as the head coach." The Eagles were flagged 10 times for 91 yards,